long and anticipated moment for us all. We've waited patiently, and though it may have seemed like a lengthy journey, we thank God the wait is finally over. And yes, it's been worth every second. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So I want everyone in this room to take a moment and look around and see what I see. Take a few seconds. I'm going to pass that 3 minutes, so don't look at me. I see an airport whose real beauty doesn't come from its sleek design or modern finishes, but from the dedication and commitment of its people. The ones who breathe life into this structure each and every day. Princess Juliana International Airport cannot thrive without you, the employees. You are the heart and soul of this airport, the true architects behind its success. Your resilience, your hard work, and unwavering dedication, especially through the toughest time, are the reason we are here today. And for this, we owe you our deepest gratitude and well-deserved round of applause to the employees. I remember coming here as a child to see our family members. Back then, a trip to the airport was like a social occasion. We would gather at the departure hall, watch our loved ones wave their final goodbyes, and even stand by the fence calling them out as they boarded with their luggage on the plane. In those days, the airport felt like an extension of our community. The staff were familiar faces, and some were family and some were friends. For me, Princess Juliana International Airport was almost like a second home, especially my mother, Ella Martin, who served as an immigration officer, and my grandfather, Reynolds Martin, who worked tirelessly as the chief of immigration. I'd often sit at Bobby Bauer's restaurant. Who remembered the name of that restaurant? Let me hear. Cafe Juliana. I would often sit there, watching planes take off and land, feeling the excitement of it all. Who remembers that? PGIA wasn't just a gateway for travel. It was a gateway to our hearts. Forgive me for my nostalgia, but these memories are a reminder of the essence of what we're celebrating here today. This airport is more than just flights and schedule. It represents the spirit of the St. Martin people, their resilience, professionalism, and unwavering commitment to excellence and unity. We just celebrated St. Martin Day with pomp and pageantry a few days ago. There is perhaps no other government-owned entity that embodies that spirit of oneness like this airport. If you doubt me, check the workforce, not just today, but throughout the history. The vast majority of its staff and employees are not only locals, but are drawn from both sides of the island, from French Quarter to Dutch Quarter, from Galles Bay to Great Bay, from Marigot to Middle Region. They have worked together, toiled together, shared lunch together, and gone through Hurricane Irma and experienced the COVID-19 pandemic together as one people. That is what living without borders looks like and feels like on St. Martin. This airport is a true reflection of that togetherness, the oneness that is the foundation of our existence on this island. It reminds me of the observation that someone made years ago, that the way the airport goes is the way the island goes. In other words, whatever happens to the airport or at the airport impacts the whole island. But it's pertinent to ask, where is the airport going? If we say nowhere, I hope we understand what implications that would have been for the island, or would mean for the island. But if we say we want it to be the best airport in the Caribbean, as it once was judged to be, we are also saying we want St. Martin to be the best in the Caribbean. And as the song Ras Lion already proclaims, the way to the airport goes, that's the way the island goes too. So what do we need to get Of course, we must have a clear vision of where we're going. How do we get there? That's the mission of an effective management team, supervisory board of directors, and a holding company that understands its roles and fulfills it to the T. And above all, it will require a motivated staff, willing and ready to do hard work, as they've demonstrated year after year that they can. All of this team under the banner of a government as sole shareholder of this airport that recognizes when to step in and when to remain at arm's length. That is how we will reach the next level. And what that step level might involve, for me, there is absolutely no doubt that we need to regain the hub function we once had in the sub-region. That means we have to establish U.S. preclearance at the airport as soon as possible. It is ironic that those who already have it or are in the process of obtaining it would be advising us not to set it as a priority. Doesn't that smell like trying to eliminate possible competition? What is good for the goose must be good for the gander. The next level for me also means prioritizing the welfare of the staff, offering them training that would aid in their professional growth and enhancing service to all users of the facility in a way that would solidify our reputation as the friendly island. On the business side, the core business of any airport is to attract airlines to use it. While we can brag about the number of US legacy airlines that come here, we must remember there is still room for expansion into our US gateways. Similarly, we should not forget to keep working on widening our reach to the European market, and certainly the Caribbean awaits, and also where I believe Winair can play a very, very crucial role right there. As we embark on expanding our airport to attract more airlines and boost tourism, it is essential that we, government, and no, we did not leave government out, prepare holistically. An increase in air traffic naturally brings an uptick in demand for essential services, from road infrastructure to utilities and waste management. Government must ensure that these elements work seamlessly together, creating a comprehensive support system for both visitors and residents. Tourism growth must be matched by our commitment to deliver a quality experience that lives up to the promise. And if we agree that this is a decision in which we should be moving, then let's work on the flight plan that will get us there. So today, as we celebrate another milestone in more than 75-year-old history of the airport, may I suggest that we also use the opportunity to reaffirm our belief in the enormous possibilities this occasion offers us to reset, to regroup, rededicate ourselves to the future of this airport, a future that is bright and prosperous, a future that places our people at the center of all decisions we make, and a future that we can be proud of. Congratulations to the holding company and the holding board and supervisory board of directors, the management team, congratulations to you, and above all else, the staff and employees of this ultra-modern airport. We're ready to take off, and the sky is no longer the limit. Together, let's fly as far as our imagination will take us. Congratulations once again, and thank you.
SXM Daily News is now speaking to Mr. Mito Briel. He is the project director or project leader of the newly refurbished and rebuilt departure hall at the Princess Juliana International Airport. Mr. Briel?
Hi, how are you doing today, Alan?
I'm fine. How are you today?
It's a relief. It's a relief. It's been a long journey. We've been doing it since 2019 with the remodeling, the design work, then eventually the construction started in 2021, and we're finally able to say we're completed. It has been a very, very struggle along the way because we were using one building that was fully operational to have a full renovation happening. But we had a good contractor, we had a good supervising engineer, and we also had a super PMU team, as well as the airport organization itself, the operations and security, they work hand in hand to make sure that everything went the way it's supposed to go.
Once this is, you say it's 99% completed, what is next for the Princess Juliana International Airport?
Well, just before we finalized, we did a master plan for the airport. So we dust off the old one that we had. We're now looking it over to see how we're going to be able to start implementing that. But I think the organization, with all of the stress we went through, hurricane, COVID, and as well as this big construction, we probably need a bit of a rest. We need to be able to gather our bearings again, get everybody back into almost normalcy mode. Then we're going to be able to tackle some big projects as we move forward. We still have the fixed base operation, the FBO. We still have the fire department. We still have the fuel farm that needs to be relocated. But those are just some that's on the top of my mind, but there's a lot of work still needs to be done at the airport.
Well, congratulations on the job well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Daily News is speaking to Mr. Michael Cleaver, who is definitely no stranger to us here on the island, and here especially at the newly remodeled Princess Juliana International Airport. Mr. Cleaver, talk to us about you being manager at American Airlines, and then most recently you spent quite a number of years at Winair. What is your impression of our brand new spanking new airport?
I first welcome the opportunity to say hello to your viewers. This airport is spectacular. I've had the privilege to work in this airport for many years. I worked in a capacity as American Airlines General Manager and then President and CEO of Winair. And when the hurricane hit, we were all devastated. Thanks to the work and the resiliency of the St. Martin people, we are where we are today. And I'm very proud to be around our St. Martin people. I call myself a St. Martiner. I am a St. Martiner, and the work that the staff has done, the reconstruction company has done, but I would like to particularly express kudos to the staff of Princess Juliana for doing a difficult job for 8 years since the rebuilding of the airport, and what we have today is absolutely magnificent, and may she be this beautiful for the next 80 years. I say thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cleaver.
Are you SXV insured? Do you have a valid medical insurance status? SXV is cardless. Request your My SXV account today and enter the virtual office of SXV. Go to sxv.sx and sign up now.
SXV, yeah, your social health insurances.
Happy International Men's Day.
We are men's health champions, champions for life.
We are St. Martin's firefighters.
We are men's health champions.
Get fit.
Exercise.
Be a men's health champion. Join us by putting your health first.
We are men's health champions.
Good sleep is important. Good sleep improves your brain performance, your mood, and your health.
Happy International Men's Day. At CPS, your health is our priority.
It's hurricane season. Are you prepared? Here are a few tips to keep in mind to help keep you and your family safe. The Atlantic hurricane season runs from June 1st to November 30th, with the peak occurring between mid-August and late October. This hurricane season, be sure to put together a go bag. A disaster supply kit including a flashlight, batteries, cash, first aid and supplies, medications, and copies of your critical information if you need to evacuate. This public service announcement was brought to you by the government of St. Martin.
Congratulations to all of us on this, the 65th anniversary of our celebration of St. Martin Day. A celebration of our unity, our people, our culture. If there are those that might think or ask, what's the purpose of every year highlighting our unity and friendship, our oneness, and stating the obvious? To those, I say the following. The worldwide geopolitical climate is currently quite complex, to say the least. When we take a look at the world around us, without even focusing on the potential shift in the world order and balance of power, we see countries, nations, people turning inward instead of reaching out to their fellow man. With sowing of division, polarization, ethnic violence, border conflicts, and even wars as a result. So as peaceful partners, as a people, we need to remain vigilant against such and reaffirm our commitment to one another. Like a couple in marriage renewing our vows to one another. For us on this tiny nation with open borders, it is culture and symbolism seeped in tradition. A tradition we pass down and over to the next generation every year with our coming together as one nation, North and South. And although sometimes the results may not be immediately seen or felt, our coming together yearly to reflect on our bond and our shared history is an act of reaffirmation of our unity and friendship. Reaffirmation of our commitment to solidify our unified future. A future where the goal is to elevate the quality of life of all people of our sweet St. Martin land. So with such a future in mind, let us today, in the spirit of unity and friendship, continue to carry out this time-honored tradition as we celebrate together our culture, our people, our unity, our St. Martin Day. In this light, I leave you with the following African proverb. If there is no enemy within, the enemy without can do no harm. Bonne fête de Saint Martin à tous. Happy St. Martin Day to all. God bless you and your families, and God bless our sweet St. Martin land.
Happy St. Martin Day. Happy St. Martin Day, and what a pleasure to be here in French Quarter on the French side of St. Martin, celebrating St. Martin Day. I am sure, and it has started already, and it will continue for a few days, that we'll be having the discussion, because it happens every St. Martin Day, about whether enough is done on St. Martin Day, whether there's enough unity displayed on St. Martin Day, and so forth and so forth. So with the rain having made us to adapt some of what we had to do, let us just go back for a moment. Let us recognize what has happened from that very day in 1959, when the St. Martin Day was created. By the way, the two legendaries, the late Dr. Claude Watty and the late Dr. Hubert Petit. The first one, I followed in his footsteps, and I took from him a commitment that I still hold dear, and that is to do everything in my power to make sure that no force, no division divides this island. And that was Dr. Claude Watty. The second one was the one who delivered me. Dr. Hubert Petit. Enough said about my connection with the French side. In addition to having married someone from this very town, of who today I am extremely proud to call myself the late wife of Louis Emile Westcott. And with his support, French Quarter became a second home for me. Because if there's one thing he was known for, was never, ever to forget your roots. So on days like today, I remember with joy, not only my commitment to those two legendary, but the fact that everything has been done to make sure that we can always observe St. Martin Day. St. Martin, S-E-M-A-R-T-I-N Day. And so, when we look back at 1959, let us remember, regardless of how much has been done since, let us remember the spirit of 1959. And so before I continue, I want to welcome all of you who have joined us from afar. And the reason I do that is because that day was created for the people and by the people. Let us, regardless to what and who feels that enough is done or not, always protect that spirit of for the people and by the people. St. Martin Day is our day. St. Martin Day is our day to defend and protect as a people. St. Martin Day is to make sure that no force ever comes between us to basically wonder about this day on our island. We have seen the people of St. Martin, and we're also called to be very fun-loving and easygoing. But touch the unity of this island, and you will understand the true spirit of St. Martin. You will understand the true spirit of St. Martin. And so today, ladies and gentlemen, all of you, those who have worked to bring us here today, those who will work to bring us to tomorrow and beyond as St. Martin, remember the spirit in which it was created, for the people, by the people, our day. You have your other days as well, and so do we on the Dutch side of St. Martin. We have our Constitution Day, you have your Armistice Day, you have your Bastille Day. But when it comes to this day is our day. This day is St. Martin Day. Ours to uphold and protect. And so, we need to now look to the future. We need to look to the future, codify. So in other words, put together all of the agreements of cooperation that we have, and every so often evaluate ourselves for the execution of the cooperation agreements that we have in so many areas. And in addition to that, let St. Martin make sure that we can defend and protect ourselves, that our image is upheld in the region and beyond. That when we speak St. Martin, we talk about who we are. We talk about the spirit created 65 years ago in the footsteps of the Treaty of Concordia to keep this island together at all costs and for all generations. What a wonderful day. Even reigning as it is was to prove our testament of adaptability, of being able to make something out of nothing, like our foreparents had to do so often in the past. I am a proud product of this island, an island that I will defend at any cause, because we represent the image of a people. We represent St. Martin as an island, one island. Happy St. Martin Day to all of you. God bless this country. God bless this country and every man, woman, and child who reside in our country. For us, It is not payback time. We have nobody to pay back. It is give back time. So everyone from 1959 up to this moment and yet to come who St. Martin has made something of, give back to St. Martin. This is the time. Give back to St. Martin. Give back time. God bless you. Happy St. Martin Day.
Happy International Men's Day.
We are men's health champions, champions for life.
We are St. Martin's firefighters.
We are men's health champions.
Get fit.
Exercise.
Be a men's health champion. Join us by putting your health first.
We are men's health champions.
Good sleep is important. Good sleep improve your brain performance, your mood, and your health.
Happy International Men's Day. At CPS, your health is our priority.
Your social and health insurance is your social and health insurance.
Are you SXV insured? Do you have a valid medical insurance status? SXV is cardless. Request your My SXV account today and enter the virtual office of SXV. Go to sxv.sx and sign up now.
Your social and health insurance is.
Actually, aan te twee kleren. Is a class Solomons. Woord. What are antimicrobial agents?
Antimicrobials or antimicrobial agents refer to any drug that kill or slow down the growth of germs. They can range from antibiotics to antifungals and antivirals. Antibiotics are one type of antimicrobial agent that specifically target bacteria and are used to treat bacterial infections.
Kade Brown. Woord. What are multi-drugs resistant bacteria?
Multi-drug resistant bacteria are sometimes called superbugs. These bacteria are resistant to many antibiotics. They can be difficult to treat because there are few or even no treatment options. In recent years, superbugs have been increasing globally. This is a serious public health threat because superbugs help the spread of antimicrobial resistance.
Aspria Thomas. Woord. What is antimicrobial resistant and why is it important?
Antimicrobial resistance occurs when a specific drug no longer works to kill or slow down the growth of the germ. For example, the antibiotic will no longer treat the bacterial infections as effectively. This could lead to the untreated bacterial infections, increased length of treatment, and increased healthcare costs.
Aspirant James. Woord. How many people die each year due to antimicrobial resistance?
The World Health Organization estimates about 700,000 people died each year due to antimicrobial resistance. This number is expected to rise if urgent action is not taken.
Aspirant Van Bars. Woord. How does antimicrobial resistance develop?
Overuse and misuse of
antimicrobial drugs lead to increased antimicrobial resistance.
Assistant Clerks, Fleming, Ford. What are some examples of inappropriate use of antibiotics?
Anytime you don't complete a full course of antibiotics prescribed to you by your doctor, take a different dose than what was prescribed, share antibiotics prescribed to you with other people, or take antibiotics for viral infections such as a cold or flu, you are misusing antibiotics.
Corporal Rodney, Vaughn, what can we do to reduce the spread of antimicrobial resistance?
You should only use antibiotics when they are prescribed to you by your doctor. Avoid asking for antibiotics if your doctor says they are not needed. Follow your doctor's advice when it comes to using your prescribed antibiotics.
Do you all understand how to prevent antimicrobial resistance?
Yes, Sergeant!
Chief, up, legs, forwards, march.